What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Zyba Games. Oh, wow, that's a good start. The date is April 19th, 2020. This is episode 11. 11, right?
Yep.
Guess what, guys? We're already past halfway in April.
Yep.
Things are going fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is our podcast about basically everything Xbox, including, and I'm not just talking about consoles, PC too. We got to make sure we share the love on that as well. We also talk about our game of the week, which we'll be talking about towards the end of the show. We got some cool hosts this week, though. Right. So, as always, we have Bobo.
Yo.
And we have Yogomi.
Hello.
And our special guest of the week, Lupo2theRescue.
Thank you for having me.
We're excited to have you. We talked about this PAX South. I was like, when I told you about the podcast, I was like, yo, we're gonna have you on.
Yeah.
Like, watch. And so you were actually gonna be our second guest, but you get to be the first one. So now you have this honor of breaking us in on how this guest host thing works.
Basically, you just like say things and I answer them. That's how it works.
I like that. I can do that. I do talk a lot. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to check out our socials, we have all those things, right? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have our website, Zyba.games, and we have our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And the last video was actually really cool. Yogomi did it different. He put us all three on the screen at the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I'm gonna start looking side to side while I'm talking now. So he has to like try to work that in. So I'm looking at people asking questions at them. I'm not gonna try to do that because that's gonna be way too hard on ourselves. So this week we're gonna be talking about the new Gears Tactics trailer that the game comes out in like freaking 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
We're gonna talk about a little bit about Space Engineers. We're gonna talk about Fallout 76. We're gonna talk about some of the new Gamepass games. And we'll talk about our game of the week. But first, let's talk about what we played this week, because we have a different group here today.
That's true.
Everybody here plays a little bit of everything.
That is true.
So,
That's very true.
Because we have a guest, we're going to start with our guest and ask what he played this week.
What did I play this week?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I know.
Like a wide variety. Like you pop into my streams like every other day, and it's like I'm playing something drastically different every day this week. So I played Destiny 2,
Nice.
Animal Crossing, Fallout 76, Phantasy Star Online, Warframe. I think I covered everything there. That's like just like the basis, and then obviously we checked out the game of the week a little bit. But yeah, I try to mix it up because like things get stale, and like we're in a place right now where things aren't releasing as fast as we want them to, and
Yeah.
it's got to use what we have to just tide ourselves over until the next big thing. Like we should be having like Cyberpunk in our hands right now. And other
No
games like
kidding. No kidding.
And here we are waiting months and months. Like for me, the game that I'm most excited for, like in the immediate history, like in the immediate future, is New World, and that got pushed back, like a month or two. So here we are.
I started to get excited for that too.
Yeah.
It looks really good, man.
Danny kept coming in. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "Get on that." He's like, "Let's get on." And I was like, "I'm all right. Let's do it." And they're like, "Just kidding." And it was like they said that like just kidding like 2 weeks before it came out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't it? Lupo, I can't remember. It was like 2 weeks before it was supposed to come out, and they were just like, "We're gonna delay it."
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's still in alpha testing right now. So like people that have access to alpha are playing the game, in the state that it's in right now.
Yeah.
But they should be like very publicly beta testing right now because the game should have launched in like 4 weeks.
Jeez. Man, do you think they're gonna bring that to consoles?
No, they already said they're not.
Never.
Unfortunately, they just want to stress the graphical capabilities of it. So they don't want to have to worry about building basically two games.
Yeah. So you want to give us an explanation of New World? Josh doesn't know. I don't know how to really explain it.
So New World is an MMO being published. It's being designed and published by Amazon. So it's their first game ever, and it's shaping up to be an open world MMO with some survival type aspects to it. Pretty heavily based in PvP, but it's like an opt-in PvP. And this has gone through like multiple iterations where it was at one point like a strict survival game, and people didn't really like the way it was, so they've kind of adapted it to how the market seems to be going in the MMO space.
Yeah. So do you think they're gonna use this with their supposed cloud that they're gonna be doing cloud gaming?
No, I don't think it just has that. I don't think they're gonna I don't think it has the capabilities to handle something this big right now.
Yeah, because I heard they've been talking about that cloud gaming. I'm like, I always thought about that. I was like, it's kind of fun, MMO on cloud gaming, but
Yeah.
we always talk about how the clouds got that little bit of latency problem right now.
Yep.
So what they call competitive kind of games don't really work too well on them, but.
Yeah.
So anyways, New World. Let me see. They're actually, we talked about it before, but that IGN Summer of Games, Amazon is one of the people that's on their list. So we'll be hearing more about that probably for sure then. But Yogomi, what'd you play this week?
This week I played, you'll never guess this, but I for the first time in a while, I play Destiny 2. Just kidding. Hey, Game Girl Britta, how you doing? No, I played
today.
Yeah, first time
today
in a while for a few hours. I played. I did. Hey, what's going on, Danny? So many people coming in chat. So I played Destiny, but I did actually switch things up this week. I did actually switch things up because, and by switching things up, that means I played on Hunter. Because you guys know I main a Titan, so because I created those new characters like right after I think it was right after the new year. I'm going through a lot of the story again with each one of them, and so I did. I played Destiny 2. I jumped on some Forza Horizon. I've been falling back in love with Forza Horizon 4 again. It's just so much fun, and trying to get all the a lot of the Lego, because they did those Lego Speedmaster, or I think it was I forget what it was called, but trying to get some of the Lego challenges done. And then I downloaded another game that I wanted to start, but I didn't get a chance to. I forget what it was. And then I played this game, the game for this week. I get so super busy in the week, so. Yeah. I have
especially with work from home,
full-time job, and even though I'm working from home, I'm still working, So, but it's good. I'm glad to be working.
Wow, dang, we got a little bit of everything this week.
Yeah,
you too. We say Lupo got a little bit of literally everything this week, but yeah. Bobo, what'd you play this week?
Played Call of Duty, played some Overwatch, played some Lottery, and then I played the day of the week.
Dang.
Yep.
Been playing some. I mean, I was gonna jump into say my stuff, but I wanted to see Bobo. Did you get to play anything of Echo, the new character in Overwatch?
I played 1 or 2 times. So
yeah. I hear everybody wants to play her.
Yeah.
And so kind of. Yeah, and so it's probably that's what I've heard. She's broken.
Yeah,
she's Kirby basically, but super Kirby. Yeah. She absorbs characters, gains their. I don't even remember. I was looking at the stats on it. It's like she gains their characters in like 1/10 of the time, their ultimate abilities, and so sometimes you can absorb another character, take their ult, use it, and then I've heard of people have been able to use it twice in one, whatever you want to call it. I was going to call it one suck, but that didn't sound good. So I didn't say. I was like, oh, never mind. But
I forgot to mention that I played Nier Automata. How do you want to say it? I played that again too. Yeah, I went back and played it some more.
Dude, it was a good time, man. That game changed my mind on those JRPGs.
Yeah,
I was like, wow,
same.
I actually really enjoyed this.
I really like that game too. I'm more than I'm gonna go.
Lupo?
Have I tried it? No.
Yeah, Nier Automata.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't think I was interested in playing it, but I was like, I kind of kept putting it off, and then it came up on Gamepass, and we made it our last week's game. I ended up liking that game way more than I thought I would, and I think. DJ, I think I'm gonna try and get all 3 endings. I'm gonna play through and try and do it.
Dang, bro.
I know.
You're asking for 20, I think it's 24 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Whew.
I like that game though. It's just so much about it. Game Girl Brit, thanks for the milk and cookies. Oh, now I want milk and cookies. Great.
Man,
I mean, you're not on there. I got this weird energy drink today. You guys know how I like to drink weird
Yeah.
energy drink. Sure.
What is it?
This one's called Adrenaline Shock.
Huh.
Smart Energy. It's their 5th flavor called watermelon.
Oh. Okay.
I don't really know how to explain it. Imagine a Jolly Rancher, right? In liquid form, watered down a little bit, and then they added like a little bit of like sparkling water. So it's kind of like, I don't know how else to explain it. That's all I can get from it.
Scarecrow in chat says there's actually 26 endings. Is that a joke?
I don't know.
Because I'm not going to play this 26 times.
You can do it.
No.
Go hard. Just go hard on it, bro. Anyways.
No.
So let's start talking about some of the news, guys.
Yes.
So, oh, wait. I didn't say what games I played. I didn't really play anything great this week, guys. Sorry. I played this week's game. I played Rocket League, and I'm pretty sure that's it, because every time I wasn't playing Rocket League, I was playing the game of the week, because freaking loved it. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah, every time I logged on, see you in a party, I saw Rocket League almost every time.
It was a good week. Did we even talk about it? I mean, you know what? We could talk about news. I'm going to add in a news story right here anyway, so we're just going to add it in. So Heat Seeker mode came out in Rocket League
Oh, yeah, that's right.
this weekend.
yeah,
Bro,
boy.
if you guys haven't watched people play that yet, you need to go watch like really good people play it, because it is crazy. Like, have you seen that Lupo at all?
No,
The Heat Seeker mode?
I can't imagine it, honestly.
So it's Pong in Rocket League, basically, is what's happening, right? So it's 3v3, and like every time you hit the ball, it goes towards the goal. Like no matter where, it'll wrap around, it'll curve, and like it'll go towards the other team's goal. If it either hits the wall or the other team's car, the ball turns around and goes the other way.
Yeah. See, I need to watch that. Have you played it,
No.
DJ?
Oh, we played a lot of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Dude,
right,
okay.
right.
Like it starts like kind of fast, and then it starts cooking, dude. The ball turns purple when it goes over like 180, and it it's wild, bro. And then like, yeah, and some people get pretty toxic, let's be real.
Yeah.
So like you'll get people like, and it's a tactic, right? There's different tactics for the game. So like we talk about how you can like demo cars in that game. They'll like they'll send one person, so 2 people sit in the goal, one person goes over to the side and just tries to just blow up everybody.
Wow.
And it gets toxic, man. Like, and you get pissed because some people are really good at being like demolitionists in that game. I'm not that great at it. I mean, yes, you just drive at them, but like you gotta like aim at them, and then you gotta like try to. It's a long thing, but anyway. So yeah, it was great. It came out. I really wish it kind of lasted longer, but it's actually good too. At the same time that they made it like a really short event. This is like a 4-day event, and it's over.
That's the Heat Seeker meta, says.
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
run over
sure.
and fight them. Have one person fight. Yeah. That's what you do, dude.
I'm so bad at that game. But, I mean, in my defense, I've only played it for a total of maybe 30 minutes. What's going on, Snappy River? Snappy River is in chat. Says hello to DJ Lupo and Bobo.
So,
Yo.
So another news. That news is great. Rocket League's there. It's not going to go away. It's just going to stay
Yeah.
there forever.
Yeah.
But there's really only so much they can add to the game, so they're just getting really creative. I don't know if creative's the right word, but it's there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Epic has it now, so they can do whatever they want.
True.
Another thing that came out this week, Gears Tactics dropped a new trailer. I don't know if any of you guys got to check that
I
out.
watched it. I probably
actually
won't be
played
playing
it.
it. I haven't played Gears since Gears 3.
This is definitely not Gears.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Gears, but it is not Gears.
Right.
But like I will say, like the trailer looks really, really good.
It does.
Like it portrays it to be like a better game than what most would think it is. Because like I don't think like a RTS is like a sexy game that people want to like play. You know, like people want
Right.
to like play the shooter. You know, it's very
Yeah.
like visceral. You know, and this is just like, let me just do this. But like, dude, the finishers and stuff like that looked very, very cool.
Because that's what you know of. That's what you know of Gears. You know about the really crazy
'em in the head with a
action and
pistol.
yeah, you know, and then
Blowing their head
the chainsaw. You know about, and you're making it happen. So I think it seems like kind of a change of what you would think about Gears. But I did watch the trailer and it actually did look really good. I don't know if I've never really been an RTS guy, but I will say that it did look good. And we'll show the trailer. We'll show at least edits from the trailer in the podcast. But
It's true. I think it's only. I think I was looking at it. It's a little bit. It's
like 2 minutes.
2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Have it playing while we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
That makes it really easy.
Yeah.
I'll just read this little clip. It's from Xbox's website, right? So they said we're 2 weeks away from Gears Tactics. Actually, we're 10 days. But who's counting, right? I'm excited. If you guys didn't know, Bobo's excited too. But
so you guys are gonna play it?
Fast. Oh yeah, dude.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So it says visceral action and trademark executions of the Gears franchise to turn-based strategy genre on PC. To ensure you and your squad are ready to get boots on the ground and keep the locust on the ground, we're bringing you an action-packed Gears Tactics trailer that introduces the game's heroes, customizable items, and weapons, 5 unique character classes, and a taste of enemy onslaught that awaits. The aggressive gameplay of Gears infused into a turn-based strategy genre will have you rethink your approach for each unique action, 3 per turn, as Gears Tactics encourages freedom of movement, fluidity of character skill sets, and features unprecedented action in boss battles. So when we talk about this game, like I like how you guys pointed that out. They made a good point. Say like this. Yes, we think Gears when we see these games, but yeah, it is XCOM but spiced up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right.
And it's really funny. I don't know if you guys saw too. XCOM's like they announced that like new their new expansion. Did you guys see that?
I saw it, but I've never played XCOM. I actually saw some news about that on Game Ranks, actually.
Yeah, it was like last second. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna drop this right now."
Yeah.
Like a week before. I think it comes out next. I believe it comes out either this Tuesday or next Tuesday. And no, it comes out like it's like I think it's this Tuesday. So it comes out right before Gears Tactic comes out.
So it's gonna be two competing games, kind of, right?
Yeah, that's why they did it too. But I think it's a really small. It's a really small expansion that they use for XCOM. So, but from what I've heard too, a lot of people are saying they're like, "Yeah, that's cool that it's coming out." I was like, "But XCOM's been out." They're like,
yeah, XCOM's been out for a while.
It's faster, and it's gonna be.
It's true. Has anyone here ever played it? Anyone here played XCOM?
Yeah, I've dabbled. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it one time.
Okay. I've
just-
never played it.
I like the Gears part is adding a little bit of flavor to something that I always wanted to try. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Right.
It's like, say, like there's a weird cake that you don't like. I don't know. I like all cakes, so this isn't gonna work for me. But there's a weird cake that you don't like, and somebody put Nutella all over it, and you're like, you know what? That's looking pretty good. Wow. And then Ink comes in and says cake is terrible. Bro, you ain't having the right cakes in your life, all right?
Yeah.
I only like ice cake.
You don't like ice cream cake. I like cheesecake.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like
cheesecake,
red velvet. Oh, dude, red velvet is like probably my favorite, and carrot cake. Yeah.
Anyways, cakes.
Hey, I like birthday cake too.
You want to know who has a really good ice cream, though? I'm just kidding. I don't want to go off subject. I'm really good at going off subject. But birthday cake. But birthday cake remix at Cold Stone Creamery.
Game Girl.
All right. Anyways, the cake is a lie. Well, it depends on what cake we're talking about, though, right?
And what game we're playing.
True.
That's true.
Which is actually one of my favorite games.
I'm going to add some links down to below. They'll have them in the comments for us, or the comments, whatever, the details and everything for the podcast. But there's a thing that's like they have 5 things to know before Gears Tactics. I'll put that link in there. And then I feel bad now because I totally forgot the freaking... I'm about to go to it so I can figure out what her name is. Miranda Sanchez. Yes. Sorry. She's on Xbox Unlocked podcast. It's like the Xbox podcast for IGN. But she's like a super Gears fan, and so she actually just did like a complete Gears timeline. So if you want to get caught up on everything that's happened in Gears, Bobo's going hard over there. You all right, Bobo? Jeez.
Yeah.
I look over at Bobo. He's like headbanging, dude. I was like... Anyway, so that's on there. It's pretty cool. We'll put that down in the notes too. I'm not gonna obviously read that entire thing because it is huge. But I read some of it already. I was like, well, this was actually really good. And I was like, I want to kind of get into this. So yeah, Gears Tactics, 10 days. We'll talk about it when it comes out. Probably won't talk about it next week because
you know what?
Had a random. No, go ahead.
I might try it.
It's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass.
It's only on PC.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this a week or so ago. It's only on PC.
My
well,
bad.
That seals my fate.
I think so. We kind of talked about this too. I think we talked about it last week actually. I think the reason why they're not putting it on Xbox right now is because they want to have it as like one of those not frontline for console launch, but but it's out at console.
Sure. I get
so
that.
So that's another game to add into the catalog.
Makes sense.
And so, but
hey,
I mean, it's
Miss
going to
Anonymous.
be available for Xbox One as well, because I mean, they talked about it, right? They're not having any console exclusives for like the first like year. So
right,
that goes.
Yeah.
So another game came out this week. I don't know if any of you guys checked this out, but Space Engineers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did check it out, but you guys played it,
I
right?
want you play it.
Bobo watched me play it. I played it. Josh played it. Actual Tundra, he comes on my stream a bunch. We played it. It is a mind freak, man, dude. Like there's so much to do. It's like I don't know. Did you guys play Ark?
I never played Ark, but I've watched a lot of people play Ark.
Hate that game.
Lupo, you used to play Ark, didn't you?
No, I played No Man's Sky, and it seems very similar to No Man's Sky.
Except for
Yes.
Space Engineers is first person. Oh, you said it went back and forth. Remember I asked you when you were playing, it's like, wait, this is first person?
Yeah,
you said
go
it goes
first
back
person
and
or
forth.
third person.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. What you can pick?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, you need to, because man, dude, you get going, dude, and you're like, I don't know what's happening, dude. It starts twisting, like the camera, like you start floating like at a weird angle. You're like, I don't like this, but like the problem I have with this game, I guess I should have read this. I don't even read this. I don't. But it's so the game is basically you're just playing a game where you can literally break anything you want. You can mine anywhere you want. You can a ship fall from the sky. You can destroy that entire ship, and take all the pieces from it and use it for yourself. But the problem is that there is not a very good tutorial system, bro. Like they help you like in the first mission of the campaign, you kind of understand it, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna go do survival mode, and you get out there and you're like,
how do I breathe?
I'm running out of oxygen. Yeah, I was running out of oxygen on Earth. That was awkward. I was like, I don't know how this works. I was like, I don't think this is how this is supposed to work. Bro, but it was fun though. Like you just like it just like has like that Minecraft vibe to it too, right? Like so you pull out your drill and you're just like, I started going down, dude. Just seeing how far low I could go.
So what is it similar to? Because remember, I thought that maybe it was similar to Astroneers, but you said
so
that.
You said No Man's Sky.
You think it's more like No Man's Sky, which
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like more survival than exploration.
Right. It does, especially when you're talking about you couldn't breathe on Earth.
There's a lot of different modes, right? So you could go into modes where I don't think there is a PvP mode yet, which I kind of wish there was, but maybe there is. I didn't look too hard into the different modes, but I know there's like survival modes. There is a campaign like through it, so you can like it'll give you like the ship, right? And you have to go fix different things and it gets wild, but it's fun. It was fun.
Hey, Pirates is in chat.
Yeah. Hi, Pirates.
7 of 7 is in chat. Look at that. Game Girl Brit. I know. Everybody's coming by. This is awesome.
But I don't know. It's there. It's only $20 and it just came out. It's already been out for I'm pretty sure it's been out for 5 years already.
Right.
On PC. No. 2 years. It's been out for 2 years and they sold 5 million copies. There we go.
Wow.
I had to think that one through. I was like, I see a 5 somewhere in my head.
Is the $20? It's not the price it always was, is it?
I don't think so. I think it might have been more when I don't know, because it's not. It's like Ark, right?
Right.
It's a lot like Ark.
Okay.
And Ark came out. How much was Ark when it first came out on console?
$60.
Really?
Oh, really?
$60. I still talk about this to this day. That Ark today is not a complete game.
Right.
And when it came out 5 years ago, it was $60.
Bro, passion. I love the passion coming from it.
No, because like I'll never understand like the obsession that a lot of people have with Ark and it being like the state that it was in for a long time and it be $60.
Oh yeah, bro. The servers were the worst I have ever played in a game. And you were okay with it, which I don't understand why I was okay with it for so long.
Huh.
Like imagine you tamed this pteranodon for 5 hours, bro. You're flying around, go pick up something. You're going back to your base. Boop, server disconnects. Boop, you come back. Guess what? You're on the ground, not on your pteranodon anymore. Guess where the pteranodon is? I don't know. It's just sitting up there in the sky doing its own thing. Eventually, it'll run out of energy and it'll go land somewhere. And in like a week, you'll get messaged by somebody, and they're like, hey, whose pteranodon is, and then because you name your birds, right? Is this, and you're like, oh my gosh, he found my bird.
I'm nuts. Says he paid $25 for it, and he feels like he way overpaid for the game. What's up, Hammer Shot?
We've talked about this though. I put way too much time into that game though.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, I am like a habitual player of bad games, like critically low scoring games, and I wouldn't even touch this.
Wow. It didn't look like something I would want to play. I've seen so many people play it, but
You don't want to play
nothing
it.
has drawn me to it.
I feel like it has a really good community though. Like,
Oh, for sure, man. And the fact it's got like private servers, and you have people set up. Like it works really well for people with a community that enjoy those types of games.
Yeah.
So like I follow Pepster, and she's got a great community with Ark, and she has her own Ark server, and the subs get to play on the Ark server. It's really cool to do things like that. And I know Nitrado has done incredible things with partners here on Mixer. So
dang.
it's a great thing if that's your thing. If you want to like raise dinosaurs, like it's the only thing like that.
Yeah.
Pirate says
I'll tell you
she's
what.
happy to
Go ahead.
own a T-Rex, so I think she's down.
I'll tell you what, you get on a Giganotosaurus is what they're called, and you go take that bad boy to some random person walking around, dude, and you buy them, dude. There's nothing much more satisfying than messing up some kid like in an instant. Cause like that, so a Giganotosaurus is like a super T-Rex, right? You're riding this thing, you look like a little like ant on its back, and it's just like, you're like, and I know the feeling, dude, because I've had it happen. You're like sitting there chopping trees, dude. All of a sudden, dude, like the ground starts shaking, dude, and this dead. There's just some guy riding this like red painted Giganotosaurus, just living life, dude. He's like, yeah, what up, sucker? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
yeah. So, yeah, dude, you chomped. I was the dude you chomped. I mean, I played that. Anyway, so we were talking about space engineers.
Yeah.
So it's only $20. It's not bad, but it's there. It's a game. I wish it had more of like an Ark vibe to it with like the PvP and like going crazy and stuff. But you can play with your friends. You can build stuff and like mine. It's like a medium between Minecraft and Ark, but in space.
Huh.
So it's got a little bit of both of those. If
Cool.
that makes sense.
But like to play devil's advocate in that same thing you talk about with the PvP though is that I think a lot of games do that, so it's good to have games that don't do that. You know, there's got to be two sides to that. Because you have like Conan Exiles that does PvP, and a lot of other like survival type games do PvP. So it's nice to see ones that don't do it. You know.
Yeah.
Because that's stressful, man. As somebody like I'm too old for that stuff. I don't want to worry about people knocking down my house when I'm trying to build it.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't know if I ever told you. I've told the story a few times. I tamed a 150 Quetzal on a public server on Ark. It took me 18 hours straight. I did it. I did 18 hours straight.
Wow.
Taming that thing.
Homie, you have a
And
full-time job.
it was when I hurt my back. Was it like 3 years ago when I hurt my back and I was out? That was like actually when I first started streaming on Mixer. So that's when I had like my biggest growth. And like,
Yeah, go home.
right, dude? Is that crazy to think about? And so, yeah, dude. And so, like, I tamed that thing, and you're like, yeah, I got it, dude. We used it for a long time. Some mother freaker decides to let that thing get eaten by somebody's Giga. Speaking of Gigas, yeah, and it got eaten, and they let it die. And so, yeah, I feel you, Lupo. I feel what you're saying. What you said there hit me to the heart. Okay, like
Now you're like, yeah, I really don't like that game anymore.
yeah, you know, that's why I have never gone back. I tried to go back one time because it's like kind of funny. Dude. Like you can play as like a nobody basically. You make a club, dude. You just
Uh-oh. Did I lose somebody?
Someone use the microwave?
Uh-oh. And DJ is... Wait. Can you guys hear him?
No.
Okay. He's still talking. Look at his video. He's like just going and going. I think we might leave this in just because it's funny. Hey, what's up, Junior? What's up, Junior? Wait. Let's see if we can get him back. His video's working. And notice that it happened when his video
that's
started
weird.
getting choppy.
Why would it do that?
Yeah, it happened when your video got choppy. So it's all good.
Like everything, yeah.
Yeah,
everything
you
was
could hear him,
working.
Josh, in his stream, but we couldn't hear him in the
so
Discord.
weird.
So,
Anyways, hi guys.
Anyways,
I'm
where
bad.
were we?
My bad for that. Fallout 76, Wastelanders came out this week. Yeah, I didn't play it. Sorry.
I've never played a Fallout game.
Well, lucky for us, guess who we have on the podcast today?
I actually did play it. I had a friend that reached out to me like not too long ago, and he said, "Hey, look, the update's coming. We gotta play." I was like, "Look, if this update actually comes out and there's NPCs in the game, I'll check it out. I'm fine with that." Like, I enjoyed it to have a game to play with friends.
Yeah.
The game was kind of rough when it launched. It was kind of sketchy, but it was fun to do things with your friends, like go and blow things up or build a crazy base or something like that.
Yeah.
But now to have like a real story to the game and NPCs just add a whole bunch of life and beyond just the NPCs, like the game itself is just more alive. There's more enemies and stuff like that. Like you go into areas and there's just like people 3 times the level of you and just like wrecking shop. Like we fought a sheep Sasquatch, and that thing almost ate us alive.
Wow.
It was like
Wow.
40 levels higher than we were.
A sheep
Wow.
Sasquatch.
A
That
sheep
sounds
Sasquatch. Yeah, it literally looked like
you would dream of.
like
That would.
it would look like a goat demon that you see in Doom. But like it still has its problems. I can't sit here and honestly say that it was like perfect. It's so much better now. It's more alive and it's more, in a more playable state. But it's not perfect. Not even close.
Right.
That game was on the list of worst games, like one of like the worst stories of games that came out.
Yeah.
But people have short memories though. Like that's
true.
another issue is that people like when all-time lists come out, usually it's like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
True.
And it's just because people don't remember things. Like people don't remember E.T. How bad was E.T. when that game came out on Atari?
Oh, that's like considered the worst game of all time.
Critically the worst game of all
Yeah.
time, but we're gonna sit here and talk about Fallout 76. Like Fallout 76 was in somewhat playable condition when it came out, but it wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
Prime Enzo in chat says, I was one of the terrible people that paid $220 for the Power Armor edition. Wow.
You got your power on, so
Yeah.
I mean,
you got mine.
I think all of us are guilty of spending too much money to buy like an edition of a game, and then you get it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, why did I do that?
You know what? I can honestly say that hasn't happened to me yet. There hasn't been a game that I
Really?
bought like the big version of it, and I was like, man, I shouldn't have done that. Not yet.
Shouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Not yet.
It happens. So
But you're just gonna kill me.
I see. So they have like a different things that they talk about that came out in there, right? Like so we have like your NPCs, dialogue trees with choice and consequences, brand new main storyline. I'm sure there's some other things, but like if there was one thing you wish that they would have added, Lupo, what would it have been?
What 76?
Yeah.
To right now,
Yep.
stability to the servers.
Ouch. That's like one of the most important things.
Yeah, it's just like a little rough, but it's like anytime you have games where you're gonna add a lot of people in it, you're gonna have some sort of issue with netcode, and it's just some things are glossed over. I think if the game came out at launch in the state it is in right now, you could have looked past the technical difficulties because the game had good charm and it was fun to play,
Yeah.
but it didn't. And here we are a year and a half later, talking about the reclamation of it, more or less.
Yeah. What was that? The edition or the thing they just came out with like a few months ago for Fallout, like where you pay for like the year.
Yeah. So I don't agree with that. Like I'm all for subscription services, but when you're adding a subscription service to a full price game and it's not in the greatest of conditions, so it was Fallout First, which is basically like their
Okay.
subscription. It's basically like ESO Plus. If you play ESO, they have ESO Plus, which you get a whole bunch of little upgrades and stuff like that. Now, I think the upgrades are worth it if you play a lot, but people weren't playing a lot then. There was like a small niche group of players that were playing a lot. So maybe this will take off more later, but it was super expensive.
Yeah.
In comparison. I think if people really want to play the game, they'll buy into it, but the timing was bad.
What's the community manager for that game? I can't remember what his name is. He was on for Bethesda. Gosh, he was on a Kind of Funny Games just recently. He did like because they do their show. They do like every Monday. It's like We Have Cool Friends, and so they like interview like one of their people that are important. But they had him come in there, and he was like defending it, and I felt kind of like bad for him.
Well, I know Todd Howard is very vocal for Fallout and just Bethesda in general.
Yeah.
Pete Hines, that's who it is.
And they were both like very vocal about how good it was. And like, don't get me wrong, like it is a good value if you're getting like quality product out of it. But if you're not, and the game's not in a great state and you're having trouble playing the game or the population is low, that's when you have issues for paying that much for the product.
Yeah.
And if they would have announced that now or in a month from now when the player base was starting to come back up, people probably wouldn't have had a problem with it.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I forgot what I was gonna say right there. I had something and then I looked and my OBS had something pop up on it and I was like, what the freak was that? I got kind of scared for a second. I was like, oh, please don't do this to me. I don't know. Parts of me want to still go try that game, right? Like, cause I like Fallout. Like Fallout 4, that was freaking dope. Like I remember getting into Fallout 4. I was like, yo, this is crazy. It was mind blowing because I never really got into a Fallout game until Fallout 4. And then 76 came out, and I don't want to say I wasn't excited, but like I had the excitement there. It was building up, and then it just kind of like fell to the side for me.
Here's my recommendation. Like, so if you've purchased Fallout 76 and you own the game, re-download it and play it. Try it out. If you don't like it, then you've already cut that loss a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to get into the game now, I'd say still hold off. Wait till it's like $20 to get back into the game.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Like, so
I'm never gonna give people a bad recommendation, and like I can honestly say that this is not a $60 game right now.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'd say it's worth $20 if you like Fallout and you want to play a game with tons of hours of content. It's worth $20.
All right.
Well, it's funny. So you say that and it's making me laugh because they're like, oh, the Wastelanders edition is free if you already own the Xbox game, but then they're still selling the game for $60.
Right.
And they're selling like a cosmetic upgrade for $30, which I feel that is a little grabby.
Right.
Like they could have done a little bit better. Like if you already had the game, you can get this little upgrade for $15.
Yeah,
right.
$20 even. Like I don't know.
That's
just
fair.
need to be a little bit more respectful of people's investment. Prior investment.
It's true. I'll feel you there. Dang. You get a metal case instead of a plastic case.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not making
But they had a
any
few
money
issues
right now.
though. Remember
They're not
the
making any
whole
money right now. That's true.
Yeah.
But remember the whole thing, wasn't that what was the issue they had with the swag? Like there was some
it was a bag.
it was the bag, and it
Yeah.
turned out to be like some vinyl bag. It looked like it was supposed to be
Yes.
canvas, and then it turned out to be a really just trashy throwaway type of thing. And yeah, that wasn't a good
Yeah.
look.
No,
As if
that's
that,
unfortunate, honestly.
which is sad because they were already in a bad spot, and then they did something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it came out like after release. It's not like it came out like the day of.
Yeah, exactly. It came out
So it's
after
like-
everybody was feeling like bad about it.
Yeah, so to add insult to injury, now
Exactly.
you have this bag that you weren't
Right.
happy with.
Gosh. Yep,
Yeah.
I remember all these.
Yeah.
I don't like talking bad about games. Like I really do hope it does well. I hope because I was streaming it on Monday night and we had a really good response, and like I just wanted the game to do well. Like I don't ever want games to do bad ever.
Yeah.
Like I don't like Fortnite, but I'm not gonna be here like screw Fortnite. I want this to fail because if Fortnite didn't have the success that it did, people wouldn't have careers in gaming right now.
That's true.
It's just it's 100% fact.
Now, I personally
So, like,
don't have a career, but go for it. Go ahead.
I'm just saying others like people like Dr. Lupo wouldn't be a celebrity right,
Right,
now
that's
if
true.
it wasn't for Fortnite.
That's true.
But like I don't ever want a game to go bad. Let's just say like I hope for the people that really enjoy Fallout 76 because there's a very devout like cult following for the game. I want them to have something to enjoy long term.
Yeah.
And that's anything. Like I don't enjoy Division, but if people want to play Division, I want them to have the best content possible.
Yeah. That makes total sense. Because all that does is help everybody,
Yep.
Exactly.
and it helps the platforms that people watch it on and everything. So
and like being like, so you know, like Yogami, I'm a huge Destiny fan, and if Division is doing bad, Destiny has nothing to compare to, so Destiny's going to grow stagnant. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, so if you have a game that is a direct competitor to a game that you really like, you want it to do good, because then your games that you love are going to get better over time.
Boom.
Right.
Like Destiny Taken King wouldn't have been as good as it was if Division 2 never came out.
That's true.
Or Division, I'm sorry, the original Division. I'm
Taken
like
King was so good too, though.
Oh, man.
Taken King was really good.
It's true, man. That goes to like that same factor goes to how many different things that like in the industry that we're in right now, right? So
Right.
I mean, we talk about Mixer and Twitch, like, right? If Mixer wasn't doing all these like groundbreaking features and pushing all these other platforms to do these crazy things, like, no, there's not gonna be anything new. It was just getting stagnant. Streaming was just like kind of, and then Mixer came out and they're like, hey, let's buy Ninja.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Twitch was like, what the freak's happening? And then I
Right.
guess YouTube was like, whoa. And then everybody started, it got exciting. But then we talk about like Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, right now we talk about it all the time. I'll talk about console wars till the day I die, but like but I mean, you know what I mean? Like Xbox is everything they're doing is they're groundbreaking, right? They're trying to do all these different kind of things that you would have never really thought of.
True.
And Sony's like, oh crap.
We'll see this fall, like, how well the long game pays off, you know, because they sat back for an entire generation allowing Sony to build up steam for them to know that they weren't going to be able to compete this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
And I'm not saying that like because I don't like Sony. Like, I don't own a PlayStation anymore because I just don't feel like they provide value in my gaming space at this point anymore.
Yeah.
But I want them to do well because I want them to compete with other consoles, whether it be Xbox or Switch or anything else that may come on the market in the future.
Yeah.
But like Microsoft and Xbox, the brand, are in a very good place to own the market in a year's time.
Yeah.
It's true. We got all of these 15 studios, man.
Yeah.
They're just cooking something right now. And a lot of them, we don't even know what they're doing yet.
Speaking of PlayStation,
Take it away.
Well,
I thought you were taking it into the next thing.
well, I did get. I did get. What was it? What do you call it? I've been accepted to the. What do you call it? It's the Gundam EX versus VS Maxi Boost on. It's some game server that's it's only on PS4. So,
yeah.
But I got accepted to, I guess, the beta for that. So I'm going to be playing that. I haven't played my PS4 in a while, so this is going to get me back on the system. So we'll see. And plus, I like Gundams.
Is that like a fighter? Or
yeah, it's a fighter, but it's Gundams. So yeah, I actually I wrote a little thing about it, a little update about it on my Yogomi.com website a few weeks ago.
On your Instagram, because I remember looking on your Instagram and seeing that you got in.
I posted that on the Instagram when I got it, but I wrote an article about it, and to be honest with you, I don't remember signing up for it, but cool.
Did you get a media badge to something?
I did get a media badge to a few things that were canceled, but I got a media badge to DreamHack.
That might be what it is.
Dallas Fan Expo.
Bandai Namco uses those a lot.
Yeah. Dallas Fan Expo as well. I got it. So hopefully those things will still take place sometime. So we'll see. I'm kind of excited about it though.
You guys want to get into some rumor talk? Because I really like getting into those.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Who are we talking about? I'm just
man.
kidding.
PlayStation, dude. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, wait, real quick. We were talking about, I wanted to bring this up earlier, but we were talking about stuff. But like, did you guys see the leak for the new Series X, or not Series X, Xbox One X coming out, the Cyberpunk one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see those yet?
Oh my gosh, I gotta get that, dude.
Official tomorrow, it's gonna get announced. Like,
I gotta
if you
have
just go
that.
to Xbox's website. I don't know if any of you guys have done that yet. If you go to Xbox's website, it trips you out.
Yeah,
You're like,
it is so cool.
It looks like it's getting hacked. You're like, what the heck? And then it's like, come back. And right now it says come back in 1 day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that, man.
Yeah, so there's been leaks of it. it's cool. I feel like they could have done better. I like the controller way better than the console.
True. Me too.
Like the controller, like I'm gonna buy that controller. I don't need a controller, but like that controller, like I've never seen Xbox make a controller that looks that cool.
I need an X, so that may be my first time buying an X.
Do you know
I just have
that?
the S, so.
Do you know that the Xbox One X's are only $299 right now? Like
Yes, I know. I looked it up.
Everywhere.
But I was gonna get one, but then I saw that announced, so I'm like, maybe I'll just wait for that.
And so there's a lot of people too that are like, why is Xbox doing this? Why is Xbox doing this? And the reason why they're doing that is because we're assuming that they're trying to get rid of all of these series or the Xbox One X's because they're gonna make we'll call it Series S, right? Lockhart probably take its spot.
Yeah.
Are you looking at it right now, Lupa?
Yeah, I saw the site. I saw like the site intro, like the landing page. That was really cool, man.
I'm just
something to save 2020.
I really hope that the Series S or whatever is 4K, even though I know it might not be, but I really hope it is.
I think it's gonna just be 1080p 60 FPS, and
That's fair.
it's gonna have like the Velocity Architect in it, and
That's still good though. That's still
solid
good.
state. Yeah, it's gonna be like if you don't need 4K and you don't want to get a 4K TV, you have this freaking dope console.
Well, that actually, you know what? That's actually okay, because then I can just, like I said, I just want one for the second room, and then that way I can just leave
entry point into the next generation.
Yeah, and I can just leave the 1080 TV in there.
But we don't know anything about it yet. But
yeah, that's true.
Supposedly, we're supposed to know something in the first week of May.
Well, hurry up.
So supposedly,
I could go days on leaks, right? Because like that's all. Like, if you look on Twitter, bro, there's so many leaks for PlayStation and Xbox every day, and you have no idea what's true or not. He does though. Danny bought one, and Danny doesn't play it anymore because Danny bought it for BDO. But regardless.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the rumor right now that just came out this week, right? So it says Sony plans limited PlayStation 5 output in the first year. I'm just gonna read this section of this article. So this comes from Bloomberg. It says the global COVID-19 pandemic has affected Sony's promotional plans for the new device, but not its production capacity. They added the company has told assembly partners it would make 5 to 6 million units of the PS5 in the fiscal year ending March 2021, according to other people involved in the machine supply chain. When Sony released the PlayStation 4 in November 2013, it sold 7.5 million units in its first 2 quarters. The PS5's loftier price tag may also deter initial take-up. Game developers who've been creating titles for next PlayStation anticipate its price to be in the region of $499 to $549. And Bloomberg's Intelligence's Matthew Canterman points to increased component costs, pushing up the price required for Sony to break even. Sony has struggled with its price-setting decision for the PS5 because of scarce components, Bloomberg News has reported. So there's a whole lot of things in there that we can talk about, right?
Right.
So when we talk about the limited output, right, that's gonna be that means they're gonna sell fast.
Yeah.
If you want to get one, you need to get ready to get on one of those lists.
They're hyping that up now. Like, so they're already putting it into people's heads. Well, and this isn't even Sony. This is just leaks now. So now third parties are giving people the idea that there's going to be limited quantities. So what that's going to do is exacerbate the pre-orders.
And it's going to be a frenzy.
We're in that nobody pre-order anything culture now. Like but now everyone's going to pre-order because they think it's going to be limited supply. You know, so 5 to 6 million though. Like, if you say you're going to only make 5 to 6 million in that time period, which isn't unreasonable to think. So if you say it's going to launch in November, and that's only fiscal year ending 2021, which is going to be 2 quarters. So I mean, the numbers aren't that far off from what they did before, but it does make sense. Like, it seems like a reasonable business move based on the information given.
And also considering the state of things right now. Like, we're not, like, things are pretty much at a halt for a lot of people, for the economy and everything. Yeah. So,
This is taken right out of Nintendo's playbook, though. Nintendo likes to have they like to put out limited.
Yeah, but they do that on purpose. They don't care what the economy is.
That's what I'm saying. Nintendo's like, oh, we only had this many. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I gotta buy it as fast as I can.
Did anybody get their Switch on launch day?
No.
I did.
I did not.
Yes.
You did?
I got mine showed up at my door on launch day.
Bro, this guy.
Yes.
My Series X. I mean, my Xbox One X did, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Because there was no fight on that one.
Yeah.
But even the price tag is a little surprising because with the tech. So I mean, even if you look at Series X, like the tech wise should be $599.
Yeah. Me and
and
Lupo have had this argument too. I'm excited to have him here. We talked about this before.
Well, I mean, you just gotta look at it from like a PC perspective. Like, if you build a PC to put out those same specs that they're like saying they're gonna have, you're looking at $700.
Oh yeah.
You know, so to say that we're gonna be in that let's just say $449 to $600 price range. That's pretty reasonable. But like, Microsoft is okay with taking it at loss because of everything else that they offer. Yeah. They want to keep everybody else in the ecosystem, but Sony doesn't have that. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Sony is fully banking on first party titles and
exclusives
and niche games. Yeah.
And I discussed this many times, but that's the only reason I even buy a PlayStation. I only buy a PlayStation to play exclusives. That's it. I don't play anything else but exclusives on it. Yep. And that's where they excel.
That's true. I don't know.
But do they have enough this time around to really be offering that?
That's a good question. It's a very good question.
And I feel like they kind of they get a lean. So we talked about this too. Like, remember how Last of Us 2 got delayed, right? Indefinitely. They used the words indefinitely. What if they're just pulling that back? Like, they're saying COVID-19, right? Like, we're having trouble getting it ready. What if there's like, what if we put that as a launch title?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna want to buy our console even more at that point.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
And then Ghost of Tsushima, we haven't even heard about that yet, and I believe that comes out in June, right? Like in the second week of June.
Oh man, that looks really good too.
And they haven't said anything about that yet. So I mean, what if they just pull that one too? They're like, you know what? We'll just pull it back.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think $499 is going to be the price of both consoles.
I think they're going to have to, whether they're losing money on it or whatever. I don't see them making it more than. I mean, I don't know. I could see $549, but I couldn't. I don't see $599. I'm not saying it may not, because of how much things cost and the parts and all the, that it's not worth that. It's just that I think it's a risk to make something $600. At this point,
especially right now. This should just told everybody the price right now, and then just open pre-orders with everybody with their stimulus checks. You can be like, you have so many people buying that thing, like, oh, at least I got the money, might as well pre-order now.
Yeah,
that's probably what they're gonna do, though. I wouldn't be surprised if pre-orders open within the next month, 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the rumors is they're gonna have 2 Xbox shows this year, and so we're supposed to have one in. They're saying May and June, and they're saying the May one they want to like. What I want to call it, finalize all of the console details so like they don't have to worry about that when they do the big game show in June.
Right.
Yeah.
So you mean like they're gonna I don't know what the word I want is. Whatever. They're just gonna clean it up. So make everybody know what's gonna happen. Like Xbox Series S will get announced, right? They're like, this is the other console we're gonna put out. Here's all of the things. Like this is what it looks like. They're gonna announce probably one game. That one's like a big old fight, right? People are talking about like saying they're gonna make either it's gonna be Forza they're gonna announce, or like we know Forza 8's coming, right? And we're assuming that's what the next one, Forza Motorsports 8, or
right.
People are like, they should just go big on this one and just a tidbit. You don't gotta show a lot, but like just like Fable.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh man. Oh dude. I think they're gonna hold that one back still till June, but I want it to be there.
I want another Forza Horizon.
Oh, I think Forza Horizon. When do you think? When do you think?
No, Forza 8's next. They're not gonna do Horizon now.
Yeah,
Playgrid.
But I'm just saying I want one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Forza Horizon.
Good looking games though, dude. I remember when you remember like that. The first time you played that, you were like, oh yeah, like there's no way that this cutscene like that you do at the beginning is like a cutscene / race, right? You do at the very beginning of 4. And you're like, man, there's no way the whole game's gonna look like this. And you get into the world and you're like, what the freak is this?
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't give that game the credit that it needs for how freaking amazing that game looks.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, dude. I remember playing it in ID at Xbox PAX West 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, this is real. Like this isn't just like they just like what they showed us at E3.
I also, so Snappy Reviewer was saying in chat that I love Horizon as well. I still like to nib it to the first one. I still like to go back to 4 every once in a while, but wow, he goes back to the first one. Nice.
I don't think I ever played the first one.
Yeah, I played
I bought the 3rd one, and I was like, I don't know what about that. I was like, I don't even play racing games. And then I played the 4th one. and it was on Gamepass, so that made it easy for me.
I really like the fourth one, and I like the fifth one too. Great
Played it
games.
a little bit at the beginning, and then I came back for
Hey, what's up, the Rebel?
Eliminator? Is that Eliminator mode, right, Bobo?
Yeah.
Did you try that Lupo at all?
Nah.
Eliminator mode on Forza Horizon?
No, I haven't played
actually
Forza.
pretty
I haven't played
fun.
Forza since Forza 5.
Jeez. So that OG Xbox?
No, it was 360.
No.
It was the last one on 360.
What was the last one that came out on the OG Xbox then?
I've
I'm trying to remember it because I remember that was the one that was like the first time I got hard into it. I don't
Like
remember.
all that lot?
Yeah, like OG Xbox, bro.
Yeah.
I remember
Voting for it.
just the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember playing that one. I played a ton
And
of
yeah,
that one.
and yeah, on that was thinking it voting for it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
360 Snappy versus
You know what I really want to get announced in June? You ready for this, guys?
Oh.
Burnout.
Oh
A
man.
new Burnout.
Yes, a multiplayer too. Like, oh,
Lupo
like
does
up
not
to
look
8 people.
impressed. Look
no,
at
I
him.
just like racing games aren't my thing, man.
Oh really?
games
But Burnout's like so
Dude,
good.
Burnout, I wouldn't even count Burnout as a racing game.
Yeah.
It's like the only game where like it's okay just to hit people as hard as you can, no matter where you're at.
I wish they would
Like-
bring back Split Second.
Ooh, that was good.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because the Split Second added that element of like the explosions and blowing stuff up and really sabotaging the driver with, you know what I mean?
Split second. I was just looking at it right now.
The last and best one was Burnout Paradise. And we we were talking about Burnout Paradise a couple of weeks. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, weren't we, DJ? About how
I could see a Split Second actually coming out. So I didn't even look at like. So you know who makes that, right?
yeah, I forget the company, but
Disney.
yeah, that's right.
Disney Interactive Studios made it. Was exclusive to Xbox at first,
Yeah.
and then it came out to everybody else.
Yeah.
So what if? Because I know Disney too. Disney took a gosh, dude. I can't remember his name either. Lupo might know. Lupo, do you watch What's Good Games like on the Andrea Renee? Her husband used to be like one of the big dudes for PlayStation.
Okay.
And then he went over to Disney because Disney is like, hey, we want to get back into games.
Okay.
And so they brought him over. And so, man, what if a Split Second game, dude? Oof.
Man, Lupo, you may not be into racing, but I think this is a game that you don't have to be into racing games to like it because it's so incredibly it's like super exciting and
It's like cheating.
it's
racing.
it's like it's not
It's like it
realistic.
drives for you.
Yeah, it's very arcade. So you don't I'm not even sure like racing people would be like they'd probably be like, no, I only play like Gran Turismo or something. But the fact that you build up enough to where you can sabotage other players. For example, if they're going really fast down this stretch of road, there's a building to the left and you can set off demolitions in the building, and the aftershocks will send the player, either if he's not paying attention, into the wall or into another building. There's all these ways you could sabotage the player. And for the time that it came out, it was super like
Mind-blowing.
amazing. Yeah, it was. And as we've said many times, that game is the reason I know DeeJayHerro
Yeah,
actually, and
that's
Bobo.
true.
That's the reason, and Josh and
We
Cheesehead.
randomly played it because it was the game's goal.
Yeah, and I had
And we
just
streamed
started
it.
streaming.
And then Yogomi was streaming it. It was right after PAX South.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yep. I started streaming the night I left PAX South. That's the first time I'd ever started streaming. And I was randomly playing. And I just grabbed it because I liked the game. I was like, oh, let's try this, And then all of a sudden, my chat starts blowing up. And I remember DJ was like, the look on your face. Because I didn't know I'd never been rated. I didn't know what it was.
Whoa,
And I was like, what's going on? Why is my
What are
chat
these kids doing to my
broken?
chat
Yeah,
right
like
now?
what's happened? I'm like, oh, I'm being rated. And we've been friends ever since. Like now we're like IRL friends.
It's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, all four of us are actually in the same place at the same time once.
That's true.
That's crazy.
That is true.
Right?
That is true.
It's true. Ah, man. All right. So, yeah. We went all over the place with that
We
one.
did.
I love that one. That was fun.
That's the beauty of these
Yeah,
podcasts,
we
though.
went on a whole road trip right there. You like how I used like the road trip? That was fun. Sorry, racing games, road trip. My bad. So,
You are a dad now.
you got him.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Lupo, do you know we're having another kid?
Yeah, you told me the other day.
Oh, okay, never mind. Trying to act
Anybody else didn't know?
Yeah, you all know. Welcome to the party. In the notes, I put this section here, but we'll go back to that like later. So let's talk about the game we played this week.
Yes.
So I actually know that everybody got at least a little bit of game time on this. Me and Bobo went pretty hard on this game. Like,
That's fun.
yeah.
Alright.
So the game we played this week was Journey to the Savage Planet. I'll just read some of the notes I took from it. So it says Journey to the Savage Planet is a 2020 adventure game developed by Typhoon Studios and published by 505 Games. It was released for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on January 28, 2020. It's used the Unreal Engine. It's a Metroidvania type game.
No, I don't. That's not correct.
That's what it, yeah, so I'm just telling you, that's what everybody else was saying about it.
It kind of is. Because like what defines a Metroidvania is like starting in one area, go to somewhere else, having to go back to the other one, and then like it's not necessarily like Metroidvania like historically is like
Yeah,
2D.
because I think Metroid and Castlevania. That's where Metroidvania is from.
yes.
I guess. When I see things as first person, I don't think I figure that just cuts out the whole Metroidvania thing. But I see what you're saying.
We'll say
I see what you're
genre
saying.
is Borderlands. Is that fair?
Yeah, I can see that, but I do see what you're saying, Lupo, that it does have those other features, like it's just first person instead
Yeah.
of side scrolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Guacamelee was a great Metroidvania style game. Like I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that's modern 2D.
Yeah.
You know, but so this is like a third person.
You know, I never
so, like,
thought about that. That makes sense now. Okay. All right.
So like I mean, Metroid Prime is still a Metroidvania
That's
game,
true.
even though it's first
That
person.
is
You know,
true.
so like
what? Okay, DJ, what was I saying the whole time we were playing that game?
Which time?
When we played the other night,
which time?
I kept saying, "Man, this reminds me of Metroid Prime."
I said it too.
Yeah.
I was like, we should just get a whole Metroid Prime collection on the
Yes,
Switch.
that's the rumor I've been hearing. They're going to do the whole trilogy. They're bringing it to. That's the rumor that I'm hearing, and I'm hoping that that's what happens because I love Metroid
so
Prime.
many Nintendo rumors in the last.
Yeah,
I really hope they do.
I would like to see it. I would like to see it on Switch. I'd play the whole
Yes.
series again on Switch.
I will stream the heck out of that. But anyway, we digress.
We did. So, Lupo, this is your first time doing this with us. So, I mean, I wrote it already down, so you have the notes. But regardless, so when we rate them, we say amazing, great, good, not my game. And we kind of just do that because we don't want to like be super negative to the games.
Yeah, no. Okay. No, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, we don't like the number thing either because numbers are so.
Yeah, kind of abstract,
like
really.
numbers aren't.
Yeah,
numbers aren't really fair too in
Yeah.
some cases. And so, and then you look at some websites and they're like, we do 1 to 5, we do 1 to 10, we do points whatever 0.2. Like I don't know. Like you remember IGN used to be freaking 1.7. You're like, what?
Wow.
How do you
Yeah, but
judge
it's
at a
out of
0.7?
5, you know, so it's not that bad.
Right.
So yeah, so yeah, we do amazing, great, and good, not my game, and we kind of just go through everything. But let's just do like a general, like how you guys enjoyed playing the game. Like, did you guys actually enjoy getting onto this game? Like, when you played it, did you have a desire to keep playing it?
I did. I actually really, really liked it. If I hadn't done a 3-hour DJ set and then before we started playing that night, and then it was 4 a.m. for me, I would have kept playing it.
And then I did keep playing it.
You did, because I was like, dude, how? I was like, how long were you on? Because I woke up like, why? Well, he's still on?
Yep. I played with Yogomi, and then like I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, and then Bobo gets on, and I was like, I'm gonna keep playing.
No.
Like,
I like the game. I would definitely keep playing it.
What
Absolutely.
about you, Lupo?
I liked it. I would like to finish it like one time through completely. But I don't think this is like a replay game for me. It reminds me, like, I don't know if you played Turing Test.
Yes, that's the first game I streamed when I got on Mixer.
It's not the same, but it has the same kind of vibe where it's like you do this, you experience what the vision that the developer had for the game,
Right,
and then you
you're
just kind of
done.
move on.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally agree. It's a great game, but once is enough.
the art was fantastic. The world was fantastic. The story was a bit tropey for me. Like I was like, all right, they could have been a little bit, but dude, all of like the commercials for the Glob, or the Grob, or the Grob was it called? Right? Like, dude, some of those were hilarious.
Remember, like DJ was off on the planet,
The
and
ab thruster.
yes, DJ was off on the planet doing stuff, and he's like, "Where are you? Like, where are you?" And I was like, "I'm still on the ship watching these commercials."
Yeah.
Straight up, there's one called like it's like the ab thruster.
Meat buddy, yes, hammer
It
shot.
is. It starts as like one of those like strap on your like your stomach, right, and it, like massages your abs, whatever, to help you get a six pack, and then like it turns into like this thing. Like I don't know how to say it with keeping like our stream teen. Like I'll explain it without saying what it looks like. How about that? Imagine this thing straps to your chest, and there is almost like hammer shaped, like my microphone, like that shape.
An appendage
off of the stomach. Yeah, an appendage that's coming off your stomach that goes in and out in like what's the word I want? A massaging fashion. And like so you see that and like I instantly knew. I was like, oh my gosh. And then like they go a little bit. They go like later in it, dude. Like they're like doing like I don't know how to explain it. You know how they always joke that like, what if a girl was a guy for a day? What they would do? And it shows like an elephant. He's like whipping his trunk around. Like, dude, they were like doing that. I was laughing so. I was like, I couldn't help. I had tears, bro. I'm starting to get them again thinking about it. Like, I might make sure you have a clip of that, Yogomi. So
yeah. I'll get a clip of it. So yeah,
like,
yeah. So we can put that in.
I was like, they're doing it. And then it just kept going, and I was like, oh.
But yeah, like it's those little things that like really got me like laughing. Like I went to log out for the game. I was playing with my friend Scarecrow, and it said like at the bottom of the screen it said like main player Lupo, and then it said meet clone Scarecrow. So it's like just like the little thing, just like added those little touches. It was like really funny.
Yeah.
Dating. They have like emails. You check your emails in the game too, and it's like a dating one.
Yeah.
It's like a dating profiles. They had
a lot of
Easter eggs too.
Yeah,
a lot of Easter eggs in the game that made it funny too. Well, so let's go through some of the things then. When we talk about graphics for the game, how did you guys feel about the graphics?
Amazing.
Yeah, I
thought they were really good.
Yeah, I would say great, only because of the sort of cartoony style, and there's a lot of repetition, you know.
Yeah.
But it was definitely great for me. I liked it because I remember when I got there, I was just like, you'll see when I put some of the clips into the I would literally was just standing there, just circling, looking around the area. It's like, look at this super alien, very alien, like just like you said when we were playing, like the weird creatures and everything was just like the imagination that was used, and then
very
subversive.
modeled.
Yeah. So
you are on a different planet,
no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Greta also, and just piggyback on what Yogami said is like when you're on a alien planet, you want it to be different. Like you don't want to like go somewhere and have it be Earth. So going into like the different areas and just having stark differences between each area, and, like different biomes, different colors that they use, even from like the plants to the environments to the creatures. Everything was different and things stood out. So it gave you at least like a little bit of this is the uniqueness of this particular game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with amazing because I just really like I really feel like they executed the art style that they wanted.
Yeah.
And they did really good at it.
Yeah.
Like
I would have given amazing if it was 60 frames on Xbox. No, it was that close. Like I'm not saying there was anything bad, but if you put this game in 60 frames, it would then be amazing.
Yeah,
it was close to amazing for me. That was no doubt. But yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
What about you, Bubba? You already said amazing.
You said amazing.
I did amazing.
Bubba didn't hold back.
I didn't have like a game, so yeah.
Spatial Night, thanks for the embers. I don't know who they're for, but thank you for the embers. We have all of us in here. So let's talk about the story. How did you guys like the story?
I thought the story was hilarious. I just thought it was so absurd. You know what I mean? And what was that guy? The guy that you first talked to, like, has like sort of like the Bozo the Clown haircut. The I don't know what he was, like a technician or a lab guy or something like that. But like that whole thing, it was like a live action. Well, I guess all the other commercials and stuff are live action. Yeah. But just the way he talks and the way he, it was actually really good acting. Like his acting and everything was actually really good. Like it was goofy, but at the same time, it was very appropriate for the game. And
sorry, what Hammershot just said made me laugh.
Okay.
Hammershot says after last week's games, Bobo would call any game amazing. But I did. I thought the story was. I liked the story a lot. I thought it was. I'm gonna give it a great. What
about you, Lupo?
I'll give it a good, because like I said before, like it borderlined tropey where. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Some of it was a little cringe, where you're like, all right, I get it, but it moved the game along. I don't think it hindered the progress of the game itself, but I didn't find anything like overly fantastic about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, when I think about the story, it's there, right? Like what's happening, like you kind of get what's happening, but it's so. Just skimming the edge. Like it's not like they don't go very deep into anything. I felt like it was
I agree with you.
like all you're doing is like your ship and you need to get fuel.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And they add like I get there's like little offshoots everywhere, but I'm gonna go with good on the story. I feel like they could have done better, but they executed well what they did.
Yeah.
So, I'll say that over and over again.
Yeah.
What about you, Bobo?
I think for DJ, they get a hat or something like that, but I give it a good.
Good? All right.
Now this one, I'm going to go first on this one, because when I say gameplay, like once this game gets moving, dude, it turns into like one of the craziest, most fun like mechanic games I've played. The Spider-Man, dude. When you get on those things, dude.
You have the grappler, the grappling beams, or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't know, Yogomi or Lupo. I don't know if you guys made it to the like where you grapple on the blue things.
Oh, on the barnacles.
Yeah. And you start like.
Yeah. I was playing with you.
Crazy swinging.
Yeah, I was playing with you when
Did we
got
make it
there.
to that part with you?
Yeah.
I thought we
got
made
to the beams,
balls.
and then we got to the little. They're like they had to get the little. They look like nuts or something like that, right?
Yeah. This.
Seeds or something, and then there was like those barnacle things on the side of the cliffs and stuff that you grab.
No. So that's the first grapple. There's that one, and like you grab up to them and you hold onto them, right? Mm-hmm. Later you get these like blue, like bulb looking. I don't know. They're weird looking. And
okay, maybe I didn't get that far.
They have like a vein that goes all the way to the next one, and so you'll hit it and you'll like keep going, like sliding down the blue thing. It's like I don't know how to explain it, dude.
Yeah. It looks like a rope, but.
Yeah, it looks like a rope, and so you have to see it. We have to get to the point where you see it, but we streamed a lot on that. But like, it turns into freaking like Spider-Man, like crazy though. Not just like sticking on the walls, like swinging, doing some like George of the Jungle stuff. Like it gets wild. So I'm going amazing on gameplay. I had so much fun with the gameplay on this game.
Nice.
And the bosses too. Oh man, dude, all the little bosses they had. They're tripping you out.
Yeah.
We'll go reverse this time. So this time we're going to go Bobo. What do you feel about gameplay, Bobo?
The gameplay is amazing. I love it. The bosses having freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, dude, the mechanics. And there's auto save. That's true.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thank you. And I love it. It's good.
Good times. What about you, Lupo?
I'd say it was great, borderline amazing. I liked the way that they used it. Pretty much every tool at their disposal to really make you think about what you had to do next.
Yeah.
One of the really like interesting things, like I didn't even notice it until someone else, like my friend that's playing me, pointed it out. Like you had to like lure the little chicken things into like the thing's mouth to make the doors open. Like you like feed the thing, so you gotta like throw the grab out. It eats the grab, and then like
kick it.
And the doors open.
Have you seen you can kick them into them
yeah.
too?
Yeah.
So like that's the other thing is that like you can shoot them and harvest their carbon because you need carbon, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can actually get more carbon by feeding them and kicking them and making them fart out the carbon. You know, so like it's really interesting, like the way that they did that. So like it took a lot of thought to really create this game. Like you said, the traversal in the game of like slinging poop and using the grapple hook and doing all this kind of just wild, making the whole like once you really got into it, like so much movement, jumping, double jump, use your jetpack and this kind of thing, nuts. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yogomi, how'd you feel about it?
I liked it. I thought it was great. I wouldn't say amazing, but it was great. But I need to play it some more because I just played it that time with you that night, and I need to play it a lot more. And I plan on playing it this week again.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it some more because I really liked the game. I thought it was a lot of fun. I actually downloaded it onto my other Xbox so I could play it like when I go to bed or something. So try and finish it. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bedtime. Some bed. Yeah,
bedtime
Xbox and grab in bed, dude.
Favorite bed.
I don't know what you're gonna do with that, but let's let the grab be the
A
grab.
little too pasty, man.
They had some weird. I don't know. Did you guys watch the one like where they like say it's food and then they talk about like all the different kinds of food?
Yes, and then I was about to say one of them before, and you said teen. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop there.
Oh no, you can. There was one that was like cucumber shiz.
Yeah.
Cucumber shit like that.
Yeah.
All right. It got good. All right. So replayability. Let's start with Lupo and replayability for it.
I really can't make an honest opinion on this because I only got halfway through the game. But it would depend where you are at the end, and if there's alternate endings or if there's more challenging difficulties. So if there's more challenging difficulties, then I'd say it's great.
Yeah.
But at base, I'd say it's good.
Yeah.
Or be able to
agree
do
with
like start the game with the abilities that you've accrued over the entire thing, and then accrue more abilities the second time in a harder difficult. I don't know. Like I haven't played enough of it to really be able to say what's after you when you finish the game, and if there's more after that, or if it's just like this is it, you play once and then you have to do the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's true.
I definitely
I'd say it's good. Like replayability is like I enjoyed it, and I would play it again. But great would be there's more stuff to do after the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say good myself. But again, I'm in the same boat where I need to play it more. They have a minus game unlock. What does that mean? So someone in chat.
Yeah, there's two modes I believe too in the game. So there's that mode, and then I think you can take it into another like different kind of game. But I don't think you get to take the stuff with you. It's like a harder difficulty almost. Mm-hmm. But it's like you're playing the game differently, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive. I don't know. I remember reading.
I did see that new game minus instead of new game plus. Like most games do, like new game plus.
Yeah. When I say replayability for it, I'm gonna go with great because there is a lot of unlocks. Like in it, you have a lot of things to keep doing. They are very tedious though. Like some of the humbobo, like the challenges, like shoot 5 things, like 5 enemies and like ground enemies after you put them into the sky, and then you unlock level 2, and then there's 3. But me and Bobo actually played. I bought the DLC for it. So the new DLC just came out. What, Thursday, Wednesday, Bobo, or Thursday? Wednesday. And that one actually like adds some different things to it that make the game kind of crazy. Like there's like basically your jetpack turns you into like a flying jetpack instead of just like your jump,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it like the boss in there, dude. Let's just say it teaches you to use your elite controller like you didn't know how to do it.
I don't have one, so
Yeah, you're using your jetpack and aiming and shooting at the same time, and it's like, and you can't touch the ground, so you got to keep hitting like these refuel things in the sky. Dude, it was a good time though. I had a lot of freaking fun playing that part. But so I'm gonna go with great on that. What about you, Yogomi? What do you think like replayability?
I say, like I said, I need to play it some more because I didn't get a chance to play it as much as I wanted to. But I know that I do want to finish the game. I just don't know about the replayability. So right now I'm at good.
Okay.
I'm
Bobo?
definitely not gonna say it's not my game, but I will say good at this point. I might change my mind later. We're allowed to do that, right? We can change our minds later. Or is this in semen? Do we have to sign a contract or something?
No, this is in stone right now.
Dang it! All right.
It's in stone. You're stuck forever.
It's the finality of it.
What about you, Bubba?
I give a fake DJ. It's fun. But I am more DLC. I play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the DLC was not expensive. It was
Yeah.
like $7.99
Yeah, it was cheap.
for another $7.99 for like another good 2 hours of playing.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
say good, I mean that's not like trying to like 100% it. but-
Sure.
It's a
Sure.
fun game. I love
Yeah.
it.
I like the game a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So then let's do what do we got for overall? I'm gonna go with amazing for overall. I really actually enjoyed the game. I probably turned the game on 5 different times
Wow.
and actually played it. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with great for me only because I got too many goods in there to make it amazing. But
Yeah.
I do really, really like the game. I'm gonna say great. I'm gonna stick with great, and I am gonna go back and play it some more.
Well,
What do you got, Lupo?
I'd say it's great. You know, if you want a game where you could just like go in, complete a game in one sitting, which honestly you could probably do it in about once. You know, depending on like your time investment, your time availability.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's great. Like, and you know what? Like, we can't always like look at everything from saying like how many hours am I going to invest into it. Now, if I were to pay full price for it, would it be something different? Would my idea be skewed? Possibly. But I'd say for a game that I could just download for free on Game Pass, this is a great game.
Yeah.
That's true. Say, would you pay $60 for this game?
I wouldn't pay $60 for it. No,
Yeah.
I'd say you know, maybe $20, but you know, usually try to get like $1 an hour out of like the value, you know, out of the gameplay. But even that's pushing it, you know.
Yeah.
Is somebody echoing? I don't know if you guys are hearing it too, but I'm hearing an echo from somewhere.
I heard a
I don't know if
little
you
bit,
guys
but it's
are
very
hearing it.
slight.
Okay. I was just asking. But anyways. Bubba, what are you going to do overall?
all your amazing, they did play good, all your buttons, the private amazing, and yeah,
Dang.
amazing.
Amazing for you. All right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, I like the point that you made there, Lupo, with that. Would you buy it for $60? No. And I think that's like, I feel like that's like the crazy, cool, amazing thing about Game Pass, right? Like it gives you this ability. Like I wouldn't have bought this DLC for the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I get like, yeah, I'm not paying directly for the game. I mean, obviously they're gonna make some money, but like, it's now they're making that extra $8 from me buying the DLC because I like the game, and I would have never tried that game. Like, how many games your whole
Did I
life
lose him
right,
again?
like, they came
Did I lose
out?
him again?
There's,
No, I hear him.
No, I have.
hi, I'm still here.
Oh, hold on.
Hi, Yogomi.
Can you
We're
guys
having
hear
some
me?
fun stuff tonight. Jeez. We hear you.
on.
Yeah. That's
I
funny.
think-
He lost us. Just click out of the
Hold on. I
Discord
think
channel
you
and
guys
click back
can
in.
hear me, but I can't hear you. I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna pull him.
There we go. All right, I got you. We're good.
You hear us now?
Yeah, I got it.
I pulled you out and back in.
Thanks.
So then, when we go to this, what would you guys fix in the game to make it feel, we'll say, better?
For me,
more
just
your
some
game, I
more. I like I would like to see a bit more variety. You know,
Yeah.
a little more variety. Like maybe the creatures. Well, there was a lot of. I mean, in the time that I played, there were some really weird things going on. Like weird.
Did you ever get to fight the bullfrogs?
The bullfrogs. No, I didn't.
I don't even. It's not
No.
even a bullfrog. I think it's a Hulk frog. And I'm not kidding, dude. He is like the Hulk, but a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last
crazy.
big thing that we fought was that like looked like a crab or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That boss is fun.
Yeah.
Most of the bosses stick with like pretty much the same tactic everywhere. Shoot the yellow thing that's glowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even the final boss, it's pretty much like that. But I mean, it's not even spoiling anything if I say the final boss. The final boss just has like a shiz ton of yellow things everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you kill him, as you break the yellow things, you go to the next phase, right? And most all the bosses have 3 phases.
Pretty
basically,
much,
in that
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So
Taking cues from a lot of the classics, of course.
the only thing I wish you could do, I wish you could bring in more players.
That's what I would have said.
Yes.
But I think the world is too small for it. Like,
That's
I
true.
agree, but like, I get why there isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like me and Bobo, we'd be doing like the flying stuff in the new DLC. We'd be bumping into each other and like making one of us fall all the way to the ground and like not be able to fly anymore, dude. We'd be all mad. Like, no, what the? Why'd you hit me?
What would be interesting is to tailor a section of the game for specifically 2 players or multiple players. Like have the abilities work together as opposed to just saying, hey, I do this, you do this, you know, like you do. But like saying like, hey, you can put the tether on your partner and like get to the different places by using. So like.
Throw him.
Yeah, or throw your partner, or put the tether button on him, so you so he can do a double jump. You have to tether him in midair while he double jumps, and then you have to jump off the bat.
Oh yeah.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. See,
Hey, maybe they're
I hope
watching. You
listening.
never know who's
I know,
watching.
right?
You never know. I say that every time I stream. You never know who's watching.
I think too, another cool thing. You were saying that too. No, I thought you were gonna go this direction. I was like, man, imagine if you did like a 4-player, like almost like arena type kind of things, but more of like horde. Like horde style with that, and like you get all the different bosses going crazy, and then like have because they do some really crazy like cool platforming in that game.
Yeah.
So imagine, oh man, they could go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, what they could have done is like multiplayer Ghosts. So what you do is basically it's like a race to completion. So like if you finish it once, you experience the whole game. So what you can do then is that you do a race to completion. So if you have a multiplayer, you can actually see the person on the screen but not interact with them. You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of see like what they're doing in the world, like not interacting with different things because I don't think that it would be physically possible. But at least like see a ghost of like their character in whatever zone they're in. You know, like
Like ghost racing, like they do.
like ghost racing. Yeah, like obviously like they're seeing different things because like they're interacting with different creatures or flora, fauna, whatever.
Yeah, it's still.
I don't know, like
oh, man.
if you're gonna ask me like what to do with the game, like add weird different shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bubba, what would you add?
I would have more guns.
Yep, that was exactly what I knew you were gonna say, dude.
But more weapons.
You like more guns.
Yeah, you just have one gun. It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
I want an AR, dude. Make it
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
less
it would be
powerful.
kind of cool if they
AR,
had some like.
shotgun.
Well, yeah. Well, think about if they went like you said. What if they did go Borderlands style and they went with the absurdity of the game with weapons? You know what I mean? Like you just pick up something that does something super weird. You know, like
Slinging weapon, yeah.
yeah, like the aliens did. You know what I mean? That would be kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
I think Yogomi's favorite part of the whole game was the screaming monsters.
Yeah, that was cracking me up. That cracked me up. I was like, what is happening right now?
You come up to them the first time, they're all together, they just run away screaming. You hit them once, they break,
I started
you hit them
laughing
3,
immediately.
and then they go screaming, and then you hit them again.
The
and
thing
they
that
keep
got
breaking,
us-
screaming.
The ones that explode. So you see like the regular ones, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I can shoot the regular ones, and all of a sudden you shoot another one and it explodes. You're like, it looked exactly the same.
Exactly.
Then
Yeah,
you realize like
yeah.
the little variants of all the same little monsters, and
Right.
it's like then you gotta really pay attention to it.
Yeah, and it's not
Yeah.
just like an explosion. I think it's like a mini
Yeah,
nuke.
Yeah.
It's literally throwing
Yeah.
people.
When I heard him screaming, I was like, what?
Or the guy, the one that you had to poke in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You like, gotta hide from him the whole time, dude, and then like you get caught by him, dude, and you get out of there.
Yeah.
Just run. That's a warning for anybody that plays that game. Run as soon as he sees you. If he sees you, yeah, dude, you're not. It's not worth staying there
Yeah.
because you're done to die. So yeah, that was a sweet game. I actually had a lot of fun with it. I was kind of hesitant, not gonna lie, but I get hesitant with a lot of games because I don't play story
Yeah.
mode games ever.
Yeah.
And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, now that we're doing this podcast, it's changing my mind on a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's definitely, especially during this time, dude, where everybody's like at home and then everything's kind of, I don't want to say gaming is slowing down, but like, release is like everybody keps pulling back everything.
Right.
It's like,
That's
now
good.
this-
It's a good time to be jumping into Game Pass, though.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good time.
There's so much in there.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a good
Yeah.
time. So we kind of were hesitant on what game we were going to pick this week because Game Pass has a bunch of different games coming out, and I think we kind of set on a game that's not even on one of the new ones coming out this week. And that's because I've always kind of wanted to play this one. I've seen it, I've heard a lot about it, and so I think next week's game is going to be Void Bastards.
Yeah.
And if you guys have actually never seen that, it looks really good. It actually looked really good when I watched the trailers. I was like, holy crap. I was like,
Yeah, it's got a really like unique art style to it.
Yeah.
It's like shell shaded, but more cartoony.
Yeah.
Clean.
I hadn't seen the game until I've seen it, but I didn't really look into it until you mentioned it. And it looks really cool.
So I was looking at the stuff. It's from, who is it by? It was from the people that helped make some of the developers of BioShock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna play that this week. Obviously, same with the last game too. We always want to hear from you guys. If you guys have anything that you liked about it, things that you didn't like about it, and if you hated it or loved it, let us know, please. And so this week we'll be playing that Void Bastards. It's gonna be super fun. I don't know what else I was gonna say there. So let's talk about some of the Game Pass games that are coming out this week. We'll go through some things really quick. So out right now is The Long Dark is on Game Pass right now. Coming on the 21st is Gato Roboto. That game looks wild.
Oh, it does. Yeah, you showed me that. Was it last night?
It came out on Switch already. It is side scroller, black and white, and it's a cat that jumps in robot suits and it's just going ham.
Yeah.
And it looks kind of cool.
It looks really cool.
Maybe we might have to make that like a side. That's your side quest for the week. Go play that game as well.
Side quest.
I was like, I don't know what else to call it, but also Deliver Us to the Moon comes out on the 24th for Game Pass. Hyperdot comes out on the 30th, and Levelhead comes out on the 30th.
Dude, did you see Levelhead? Did you look at when you sent me this list? I was like, let me look at all this. So Levelhead is basically like Super Mario Maker for Xbox. I mean, it's on. I think it's on all platforms now. But you could do it live with multiple people, like couch co-op.
Oh, really?
And it's like a race to build a level. It's actually pretty interesting looking.
What? I might have to download that one when it comes up there. That's actually sick. Dang. Wait, why do I have Gears Tactics written? Oh, because it was on the list that they did.
Oh, right.
Thing. I was like, that does not come out yet. I was like, what the freak? I started freaking out for a second. Gears Tactic comes out on the 28th. This is just stuff from the Inside Xbox they were talking about. And then Mechanarium. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's coming to Game Pass. I don't know what date it even comes out. It might be on PC Game Pass right now. And then we got Xbox releases for the week. Obey Me comes out on the 21st. We already said Gato Roboto on the 21st. Brutal Rage on the 22nd. Help Will Come Tomorrow on the 22nd. Deliver Us to the Moon 23rd. MotoGP 20 23rd. That's a fun word to say, really. Sunless Sea Submariner.
Like
the 24th. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's like
War Theater on the 24th. Doug Hates His Job. I'm looking at that one. I might play that one. I don't know, just because of the name. On the 24th. Quest Hunter on the 24th. Archaica. Did I get that right?
I think so.
The Path of Light the 24th, and Corn Undying Thoughts the 24th.
Nice.
So those look really fun. We'll just do the stream shoutouts real quick. So once again, guys, you can catch us. We are doing this live. I think we're gonna set it as our time that we're gonna do this every week, and that's gonna be 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Mixer, on either my channel, Bobo channel, or Yogomi's channel. Check our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, webpage. Yeah, I was gonna see where I wanted to go here, and I totally just like. So, Lupo, thank you so much for joining us. If you guys don't know,
Lupo, it was good having you on. Seriously, I'm not just saying that because it sounds good on the podcast either.
Yeah, no, and I always say this too to Lupo too. Lupo is one of those few streamers that like I really respect what he does and like his grind and hustle on the platform. He goes hard and he has his goals and plans and he goes for them, unlike some people. Me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so he goes really hard. I remember watching you grind that Anthem podcast out, man. And I was like, freaking spec, dude, because like everybody was like, you did it a year in advance?
Yeah, close to.
The freak
Wow.
is this guy doing?
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I was watching that guy in the chat. You don't know what he was doing. But for real, Lupo, thank you so much. If you want to give yourself shout outs, man, to where people can find you.
Every platform, Lupo, the number 2, the rescue. Everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Mixer.
So do you save Dr. Lupo? No, just kidding. Sorry.
No, if you look at actually Xbox is the only place where I'm not Lupo to the rescue, and my location says not Dr. Lupo because I get messages at least 4 times a week.
Wow.
Oh man. Good times. Bobo, you want to do yourself shout outs?
Yeah, you have followed me on Twitter, Flick.tv, and Flex. Yeah.
There we go. What about you, Yogomi?
You can find me on, I have a website, Yogomi.com. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Yogomi. I have Instagram and Twitter. Instagram is Yogomi. Twitter is Yogomi HQ. And Mixer.com, obviously, Mixer.com/Yogomi. And yeah.
Sweet. And then pretty much the only place that you guys will really find me, you'll find me on Twitter, but my Twitter is weird. I don't know what I do on Twitter. I don't know how to explain my Twitter motives. My Twitter motives are super weird, right? Like pretty much all I do on Twitter is post everybody else's stuff. I just retweet everybody's stuff.
That's
I'm
cool,
like,
though.
Yeah, I'll retweet that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to say. Like I'm not good at putting words into like I'm not good at writing down words.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to put it? I can talk for days, but I don't know how to put my thoughts into a message.
Right.
So yeah, also I totally forgot this and I'm super glad that Dean Master brought this up, but we have our new Patreons, right? So we talk about our Patreon, we have our different levels. We are changing the way we are going to do giveaways on our Patreon. And this is the first time we've actually said this. So the way we're going to do giveaways is at the $5 tier, you are entered once into the monthly giveaway. At the $20 tier, you're entered 5 times into it. We are still discussing what this month is going to be, but it's going to be good. So don't worry about that. And the reason, like we said too, the reason why we're doing the Patreon is because we're trying to change our distributor for the podcast.
True.
Yeah.
We're trying to change to a paid one just because they have better analytics and different things. I didn't say their names. Awkward. So our $20 tiers, we have JD, the Dean Master, and we also have our 56 Cooper 11 S11.
Cooper is one of our friends
So, yeah.
from Oz, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So
cool. Did
he's
you know that?
one
Did
of
you
our
know that
Australian buddies.
Did I tell you? So he knows you or your channel. He followed from your channel, and then I ran into him. He's one of the mods for X1 Bros.
Oh, nice. Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? I was like, that's a weird circle. Like, you never know who you're gonna find.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So
good
yeah,
guys.
that's all we have for the week, guys.
Awesome.
It was a really good episode.
It was. It was
Once
fun.
again, Lupo, thank you for coming.
We should have
Always a
Lupo
pleasure.
back in the future.
Oh, we definitely will have
Always
yeah,
down.
in the future.
Always down, guys.
Yeah, so you guys, this podcast will be live on podcast services probably Monday night, and the video will be live Wednesday. And we love all your faces, and we'll
Yes.
see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.